welcome to our live watch along, and this is going to look slightly different today because with a huge Champions League fixture we need to bring you a huge vibe. So I'm not on my own, I'm on this wonderful set in Hotel Football. We're on the rooftop and we're getting a lovely view of the city. I've got some lovely fans behind us. Shout hi everyone, how are you doing? Everyone's gone shy. They've just been chatting for ages. I also think they may be slightly quiet because pizzas have just arrived in the room in the corner, so they will be diving into them a little bit later. I have got some wonderful guests though. I've got Siobhan Chamberlain and Aoife Mannion, of course. I'm very happy to have you with us here because this is such a huge game. So Siobhan, how big is this game to you?
Oh, it's massive, isn't it? But I think sometimes, I was at training yesterday, I was chatting to Ben, who's luckily out there in Spain, not quite as cold in Spain as it potentially is here, but I was talking to him at training where it was drizzling with rain as it always does in Manchester, and he said to me, do you think it's one of those games where it's the first leg, you're away from home, you just want to keep it tight and make sure that when you come back to Manchester you're still in the game? I was like, normally yeah, but I think the team are on such a good run of form, they've got players that are absolutely flying right now. I think they'll go into the game thinking, we're going there to win, we're not going to keep it tight to bring something back home. I think they're going into the game to win, to put on a dominant performance and say now we can come back home, we can just entertain the fans.
That's the best way to be. Aoife, you have been definitely our main one, looking at team, looking at tactics, everything. You're our go-to. Tonight, how do you think the team are going to set up?
And I mean, I think most of the time when United play, they obviously play with a 4 at the back, you know, 3 in midfield, 3 up top. Very straightforward in terms of looking at a formation. But I think what makes this team so special is the rotations and the fluidity that the players in the formation have. So I'm really looking forward to watching players like Jess Park on the ball, Jade Riviere. We know she's an attacking fullback. So I want to see how the girls bring the formation to life, and that's something that's really interesting me.
I mean, that's what you've got to hope for. That's going to be an interesting game, but a United win. So you can see the team on the screen right now. Aoife, what do you make of the team news that we've got?
I think it's a strong team, and one thing that sticks out for me is it's not just the team that starts, but also the players on the bench. Mark Skinner spoke in his presser yesterday saying that so many goals from this team come off the bench. So yes, it's a strong team, yes there's loads of big hitters, but there's also exciting talent to come off the bench. I'm really interested to see Ellen Vangerheim starting on the wing. I think that's her first time in Champions League for United. Also we're getting to see Jess Park down the middle, you know, really good players. I love to see my mate Terry Turland up top. She scored an amazing goal, second goal, end of the game against Leicester the other day, proper striker's finish. I think United's threats can come from all across the board, and I'm really interested to see what happens.
Yeah, I am as well. I feel like everyone's loving a bit of Terry at the minute as well, aren't they? We're expecting something big. Who knows what will happen today? But if you are watching us on YouTube, you need to like and subscribe because that's the best way to get into the comments and they'll be able to read them out because there have been a few already. Do you want to hear what one of the comments is, everyone? You're going to like this one. Aoife, this is for you. We've got Balance Cams 2821. Where is the bucket hat?
Where is the bucket hat? Well, I tell you what, Ben from Team Ops over in Spain sent me a message before we came on air with a picture of a bucket hat saying that he has a gift for me. So I tell you what, if United win the next couple of games and they get through, then if I get invited on again, maybe I'll be allowed to wear it. Is that a deal?
If you tell me you're going to come on set in a bucket hat, it's going to happen. But
I think we could do with a snow hat today. Forget the bucket hat. We need a big woolly snow hat.
It's a little bit chilly, but just the warmth of the vibes around here, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys, I tell you. You mentioned the bucket hat there. We need to talk about outfits because I love the fact that everyone went crazy on socials on United Women's when people got their arrival pictures of the team. People were buzzing over Melvie and Malard's outfits, everyone. But can we please discuss a few watch-alongs ago? You turned up in your cowboy boots, Aoife. So you maybe be the example for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting into the punditry and commentary, and I'm trying to tell myself to always wear something that's like a little bit silly, just to try and not take myself so seriously. When I'm playing football, I mean, I'm sure you were the same, Shiv, we're proper game mode, it's so serious. But sometimes I just want that more of a light-hearted side to come out. So maybe you'll see the cowboy boots again, or maybe I'll level up. I've played it safe tonight. I've played it safe.
You have. You know, I'll allow it though.
Where's your crazy item?
I know. Well, we could be here. You might not be able to see it, let's say. No, I've gone safe tonight. But don't worry,
We'll cut that bit.
the cowboy boots will be back.
It's not that kind of show, Aoife. But you know what? I honestly love the laughs that we all have. But as we said, it's a serious game tonight. Champions League action. So let's talk about what's going to happen in this game. I think it's about time we hear from our manager, Mark Skinner.
Well, Mark, we've been here before, we've won here before. How much can you take from that game, or is it going to be a completely different challenge this evening?
Well, I think we have to take the fact that we've won here before. I think we have to take the fact that the spirit of the night was fantastic. It was a great learning curve for us. I think you take that. Look, it's going to be a different team. I think what you can't see, and I don't think the cameras will pick it up, is the pitch is a challenge tonight. And that's not making an excuse. It's just a reality. We have to adapt to it. We've got to try to adapt to that. If we can do that, then I think the game will look slightly different, but hopefully it comes with the same outcome and the same aggressive nature from us.
You've gone with 3 changes from Sunday. Jade comes back in and makes up the same defence that played here back in October. 2 changes in attack as well. Have you just gone all out in attack with Ellen coming in with her experience in this competition as well?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Look, we looked at what the opponent brings, what we must bring, but I think it's really important that, you know, in this period we make sure that everybody in the squad gets that feeling, that exposure, because you know how vital they all are. So I think tonight was about what we need, hopefully, on the pitch, but also ready to change it. You know, Frida misses out from a knock that she got against Leicester, so hopefully she'll be okay for either London City or early next week. So, but everybody else is you know, raring, chomping, ready to go for this game, and that's what we need, the hunger tonight.
I know you briefly mentioned the condition of the pitch behind us, but it might not be visible for people watching on the television and stuff, but it probably will play its part tonight because there's bits missing in the pitch. It does look rough. It's a lot different to what the second leg might be back in league.
Absolutely, and tonight I think is about managing what we have tonight. Still being aggressive. I think, look, you have a game plan to play, the style of football you want to play, and then sometimes the pitch affects that and you have to adapt. I want to see my players be able to adapt tonight. It's no excuses, it's about growth. It's about showing that we have that responsibility, and I've been really pleased with the way the team have always done that. So I'm looking forward to that again tonight. We need to be clear, play where the errors give us the ability to play, and avoid the other ones. And if we can do that, then you know we'll cause the problems for Atletico.
All the best, Mark. Thank you.
So it looks like the key message that Mark's going to say is that we need to be an aggressive Manchester United side, which I'm sure is going to make the fans very happy. It's what we like to see, don't we? I can see big smiles. Big smiles, that's what we want to see. So hopefully when it kicks off very soon, we will see that type of Manchester United. But if we have the fans here, it's going to be rude if I don't have a chat with you, isn't it? So I'm going to get some score predictions, that's OK. I've got a wonderful stick mic here that you guys are going to use. We're going to pass it along. So, in fact, I'm going to start here. We can pass it along one by one. I want a score prediction, OK?
3-1.
3-1. Oh, OK. What are you going for?
3-0.
OK. Pass it along. We'll all be mates here.
I'm going 2-0.
2-0, OK?
Yeah.
I'm going 3-1.
I'm also going 3-1.
So it's going to be a tasty game, I'm thinking. But, I mean, Siobhan, you nodded your head very much at the clean sheet idea, didn't you?
2-0. 2-0, clean sheet, 2 goals. Who did I predict scored the goals yesterday? I think I said Lisa Narsland, so that'd be one off the bench. And May Letizia penalty.
Oh,
Not that I'm going into too much detail or anything like that. You want the minute? I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, you can always make these predictions if you want. What are you going for, Aoife?
I like your reasoning, and I think that Fal is a keeper that's so hard to score past. I think Atletico Madrid are a team that always have goals in them. So I'm going to give them a goal, but I'm going to give Man United 3 goals. I think that it's going to be 3-1.
I feel like there's a lot of 3-1s. A lot in agree. I feel like you must have had a little discussion before this and all teamed up.
We're all on the same wavelength.
I like that. This is what we want for a watch along. But let us know in the comments what your score predictions are and we'll read them out. And I also want to know where you guys are watching from because we're here on a rooftop. I want to know where you guys are watching the game. Are you in Madrid that are just tuning in on your phones on YouTube quick before the game kicks off? That's what I want to know. Because there are a few score predictions coming in. We've got Christian Swami 2941 says it's going to be 2-1 to United.
That's a bit too tight for my liking. At least the 3-1s and the 2-0s gives you a little bit of cushion. 2-1. Yeah. We'll have an extra goal or a clean sheet. It'd be fab.
I'm
Make
sure,
it nice and comfy.
I'm sure they'll be delighted to know that Siobhan Chamberlain does not agree with you. One single bit.
I mean, a win's a win, right? I'm
That's
sure.
true.
I'm sure everyone would take a 2-1, but if we're
Yeah.
going to be picky about it,
I mean, a win is a win, as what we're saying. I mean, we're just desperate for that win, aren't we? But this has been such a good season for Manchester United women's team. When we talk about basically wanting to be the best, we have to beat the best, and now we've got fans that are having to travel absolutely everywhere to go and follow this team and just be part of this journey, because this is such, Aoife, for you must know this is such a magical journey so far.
It's an amazing journey, and as someone that was a player at the club for 4 years, it's been so incredible to see how the team have taken steps, even in the short space of time since I've left. Obviously, it was such an achievement to, one, qualify for Champions League a few years ago against, I think we lost out at the time against PSG, but then to actually get into Champions League proper this season for the first time, and for the girls to take that one step forward and actually get into the knockout stages. I think this is a team that doesn't get the credit it deserves, and it's easy to forget that a team like Manchester United, one of the biggest teams in the world, this is their first time ever in the Champions League. So I just want to thread through that vibe that these girls deserve all of the credit because they just keep making steps.
We definitely do. This is where everyone's part of the journey here. We've got some of the fans that you guys go to so many games, members of the official supporters club as well for the team. But if you want to watch the game, this type of show here is what you watch alongside the game, and you're going to have to go to Disney Plus to watch that, because the teams are walking out of the tunnel as we speak, and we can see that now. I mean, we've played at this ground before. It was an interesting game last time out. I like the head nodding here. You're thinking, yeah, it is. In fact, I'm going to come to you first because you are holding the mic there. What did you make of the last time we were there and the performance that we had?
They didn't make it easy for us at all. A very physical game, and I expect that again today. But hopefully, they come out on top like they did last time.
And I mean, it makes it interesting, doesn't it? I mean, what were your thoughts on it?
I think being there in the atmosphere was absolutely mental. I think it was definitely a physical game with Dom getting a red card, which controversial, but I think it's going to be good to see what they can pull out now, and especially after the wins that they've had recently. Yeah, it's going to be a good game to watch.
I mean, when we were there, it was really sunny, wasn't it, at the ground?
I was in shorts, yeah.
It's looking like it's a little bit cold there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
it
now
might suit us a little bit more then, because
Yeah.
they look like they're absolutely freezing in that lineup, whereas we look a little bit more chilled. Like, this is normal. This is still, this is warm. This isn't minus. We're happy. Might suit us a little bit more like a home game, perhaps.
You never know. I've never actually thought of that side of it, but I like your thinking.
There we go.
I really do. But let's get into the comments now on YouTube, because I love the fact that we've got so many different people watching this game. We've got LJ Moran, 6412, says, I am watching this game from Costa del Northwich.
We've had this before.
We have. There's quite a few Northwich massive that tune in on this watch-along. I like it. But listen, you say Costa del Northwich, I've always been a Costa del Salford girl. That's always been my opt-in for. And they're going for a 3-1 win to Manchester United. We have got United Women Edge that says, we need a win tonight. We've got Mavis that says, let's go for the win. And then we also have Matt Johnson, thanks for tuning in to watch us, says, I'm optimistic for tonight. I'm going for another 1-0 and let's take a lead back to LSV. I mean, listen, as we said, a win's a win. That's what we're after, aren't we?
Is this Matt Johnson, head of women's football? Mate. Well, I think, yeah, I know. I was thinking, hi, Matt, are you not watching the game? Are you not there? I'm sure it's someone else. But if it is, thanks for tuning in.
From my recollection of meeting a lot of the fans are out and about, there is Matt Johnson that's also part of the supporters club, so I'm presuming it's him. However, if it is the Matt Johnson, I know you love supporting us, but put your phone down. Yeah. Get your head glued to that telly. But yeah, it is great hearing your comments. We're getting some locations in. So we're here watching it with a lovely, lovely background of the skyline. We've got people watching from North Wales, from Ireland, and then we've got people watching us right now in Mexico, people. In Mexico, yeah.
Are they set on the beach at this moment in time? If I was in Mexico right now, I'd be watching from the beach for sure.
I don't want to know if they're sat on a beach, to be honest. I feel like I'd love to have a nice little tan at the minute, and I'm very jealous of them watching in Mexico. However, I am in this wonderful company with you guys. So, bit of housekeeping, because obviously you get extras here. If you do need to shoot off at any point to go to the loo, go and grab some food there, feel free. Because like I said,
I was going to be the first one to go.
That would have been so funny if you just got up and went then.
Hooked back by my mic.
If I was picking someone to go quickly, I actually would have thought you would have legged it first.
I'm trying to play it cool.
You are. You're definitely thinking about
My
it,
stomach
though.
will be rumbling in a minute, though, right?
But the game has officially kicked off now. So we are getting certainly one of the best views in the house here. We've got Old Trafford in the background of us. We're watching the game. And what do you think is going through their heads at the moment, especially because we've been there before, Reefer? It's familiar territory for us then. What do you think?
I think the first 5 minutes of a game, you're not too sure. You want to suss each other out. Something that's different this time than when they played each other in the league stage is that they've got the benefit of having the experience of already playing that team. So they're going to know a little bit about what Atletico's about, but like Mark Skinner has said in his pre-match comments, they're going to have to adapt. There are different players on the pitch. I think he referenced yesterday in his pre-match presser that it is a bit windy there, so all of these little things can just change the feel and the momentum of the game. So definitely the first 15 minutes, I anticipate that it's going to be a bit bitty, maybe a bit end-to-end, and then we'll see Man United start to get into their rhythm.
I have got an update for you, Aoife. In the YouTube live comments, Matt Johnson has replied back to us, everyone. He said, to clear up any confusion, I am not the head of women's football at Manchester United women's team. I am, however, a member of the official supporters club.
Just as good. Just as good. Yeah, both as valued.
I'm glad we got clarification on that, because we were curious as to whether he was just going to be our biggest fan.
But you know, we're talking about like the start of a game and talked about like figuring each other out, and it's interesting that balance between kind of figuring the opposition out and just going out there and imposing yourself on them. Don't give them a chance to do whatever they want to do. Just get up there, press them high, be aggressive, like there you've seen from Dom, just getting there from the first tackle, making those first tackles, putting your kind of pressure on them initially.
Oh, here we go. We've got Mel. Oh. Yes! Brilliant goal. Manchester United women's team take the lead in Madrid. I mean, we were looking for that aggression, weren't we? That's incredible, right?
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, Man United have capitalised on Atletico Madrid's poor playing out from the back, giving the ball away, gets through to Terry Turland, and it's almost like it's not a carbon copy of her goal against Leicester, but it's, you know, a proper striker's finish, 1-2 touch, and such a good goal. Want to watch it back, but I think it's on her left foot. She takes it so well. Lovely to see her do a little celebration there. I'm delighted for her.
That one. She had to have the little turn with Malard.
Just watching it back now. Lovely little slip pass from Mel. Cuts it onto her left foot, strikes it. Brilliant.
It's such good feet. She's got two defenders around her. It's just the touch there, the cut with the right foot, and then shooting back the opposite way to where the goalkeeper probably thought she was going to go, cutting it back with her left foot into the corner there with height on it as well. It's a fantastic finish, and left those two defenders looking a little bit silly, wondering where she'd turn to, really. But the perfect start.
I mean, we mentioned about Terry as well, didn't we? So what a perfect start that is for Manchester United's women's team. We couldn't have asked for more there, could we? Exactly what we wanted.
I think that's her fourth goal in 6 games as well. So in terms of fighting form over the last few games, she's right up there. So to see her do that in the first 5 minutes of this game, like, what more can you hope for as a United fan?
And look, she's a player under pressure right now as well. Look at the signings that have come in. You want to be in a team where you're put under pressure to perform well because there's someone else that's there wanting to take your shirt. It makes you play better if you're that elite, if you've got that elite mentality, which all of these players do. So the fact that she's thriving under that pressure and saying, I'm keeping this shirt is mine, I'm out here, I'm scoring goals, is exactly what Mark Skinner wants, because it makes everybody else have to up their game, and it's brilliant right now.
I mean, when the competition's so high, it's only going to make them stronger, isn't it? But yeah, perfect start for Manchester United there. And I loved it as well, if you're watching, there was a gorgeous shot of the fans as well, celebrating. I mean, that certainly made the journey a little bit sweeter for them, hasn't it?
I want to know if they'd have celebrated a little bit more wildly if they weren't live on screen.
That's a fair point. I think you would have. I feel like you guys are being quite tame at the minute. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of head nodding.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what happens now, because obviously we're only just a few minutes in.
Yeah, only a few minutes in, and something that I think is going to be really interesting watching Atletico now is such a part of their identity is playing out from the back, making loads of passes, moving the ball up through the thirds. But seeing as you've just conceded a goal doing that, like, do you stick or do you twist? And from watching Atletico play in their league, especially against Barcelona where they lost 5-0, this is a team that will double down on their identity. Like, they're not going to change now. They're still going to be making loads of passes. So I think from Man United's perspective, that's really enticing. That will make them think that they can get more goals from doing that. But definitely watching Atletico, like, do you change or, like, do you actually stay? I wonder what the guys sat behind me think.
Well,
Like, what would you want to see your team do if they've just, like, conceded a goal in the first 5 minutes? What are you thinking?
Let's pass that microphone round. Don't be shy.
If you conceded this early, you've got to go for it. And you've got to press, and you've really got to try and get one back really quickly. But also from United's perspective, you've got to be wary of that and cancel them out and try and get another one, because getting an early goal is great, but sometimes it puts more pressure on.
Yeah, you can definitely get complacent so early in the game. Like, in one way, it's a really good thing to score so early, but then in another way, it gives so much fuel to the opposition.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you concede early, it's about believing in your game plan still. Like, not everything has to go out the window because something's happened in 5 minutes. You've got 85, probably 95 or so minutes with the added on time left to play. Don't throw everything out the window. And the same with United, just because we've scored one goal early doesn't mean we have to go fully gung-ho, we're going to score another 3 or 4. It's about keeping to the game plan, sticking to how we want to play, and just getting a hold of the ball, getting comfortable in it, getting some possession like they're doing now, moving it around, 1 and 2 touch. I'm sure there are a few players that hadn't even touched the ball before the ball was in the back of the net.
Mad, isn't it?
No, you're not wrong. There actually, as well, is some great support over there. We're having around 198 United fans have travelled out.
Oh,
my
offside.
goodness.
Offside.
Oh. Terry looks like she's unsure whether that was offside.
Oh, was that Van Gaal with the goal as well?
We definitely have to have a look at that
There's
back.
VAR, right, isn't there? Is there VAR?
Oh, she's...
Well, if there is, she wasn't off.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry was off.
Yeah, Terry was off.
Yeah.
It was Van Gaal with the head knockdown. Such a great delivery in.
Yeah.
It's Terry.
And that's where you want to see her. You want to see her in that 6-yard box, in the centre of the 18-yard box, because the 1 and 2 touches, the way she moves the ball around, it's just so hard for defenders to defend against. That's impossible to see from that angle.
It's tight. It's definitely tight.
Because there's a player behind where she stood, I think, from the angle that we see it at. I think it could be onside, you know. I think from that angle that we see it, it looks offside, but I'm going onside 2-0.
Is that what they're looking at?
I think
It
so.
VAR?
must
yeah.
be, yeah. It's definitely gone quiet.
You might like it if it's 2-0 in a minute.
Makes my prediction, huh?
Yeah, so let's see what's happening here. It's gone all a little bit quiet there.
Yeah, there's definitely some deliberation.
There definitely is.
2 goals after 8 minutes. Take that, won't we? I can't imagine it staying at 2-0 if it does. So can I change my prediction? Is it too late?
The fact that we got it in the back of the net.
We have got some people. Oh, sorry, we have got some people in the chat as well asking if we can show replays. We actually can't. So go and get your Disney Plus subscription to watch it, so you can watch it with us in real time and watch those replays too. But yeah, it has gone still quiet.
This is a long VAR as well. so frustrating as a player.
You can
because
see.
you don't know what's going on. It's quite nice when you're doing commentary. Obviously, we don't have it here now, but as a commentator, you've got this separate screen. So you've got your screens where you're watching the game, but you've also got your screen, the VAR screen, so you can see what the referee's seeing and what they're kind of analysing and assessing. So it's quite nice as a commentator, VAR. But I think when you're in the crowd, I think we've made a decision here. When you're in the crowd, you have no idea what's going on. The same as a player. Oh, no goal.
There we go, officially offside then.
My
But don't
positivity was done for.
Don't worry though, because Manchester United women's team are leading in Madrid 1-0 with that terrific goal from Elizabeth Turland. We've got some more people in the chat as well telling us where they're from. So we've got some people watching us right now in Nigeria, Cape Town. We've also got Australia, and we've also got Greenville, USA.
Ooh. Australia, is that like middle of the night, early
Oh,
morning?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, let us know
good
what time it is
commitment
there.
to the cause, that is. I'm impressed.
Dedication.
Yeah.
I like it. We have got Emily Murphy in the chat as well. A big shout out to you. Emily says, I'm watching from the Czech Republic. Nothing will stop me from watching our girls play and win. I like the manifestation there. And win.
Do you know why I'm laughing? I thought that was Emily Murphy, my teammate. And when you said Czech Republic, I thought, well, she was in Newcastle yesterday, so I don't think she's in the Czech Republic. First Matt Johnson and now,
Just got a few questions for you.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh no, what's Emily going to say?
That little moment where you thought someone might be about to stitch you up.
Yeah. Hopefully the questions are vetted, hey?
Okay, so for you guys that are watching on the watch long as well, you can take a look at this goal that was deemed offside by the officials now as well. It would have been amazing if it wasn't, but you can take a look at that now on your screens. Let us know what you think in the chat about that.
It's so hard without being able to see down the actual line.
It is.
Because the angle, when you see it on the camera from this kind of angle, is not what line kind of the official sees you from, does it?
It's all in United's attacking half so far. I must say, of how I would have predicted the first 10 minutes to have went, I really didn't think that they'd start so well. Like, I imagine the coaching staff on the side are just thinking, like, this is the dream start. They look at it, they look intense. Atletico haven't been able to string more than a few passes together, considering they're a team that's usually so good at that. So definitely this is a great start for Man United.
You've just jinxed it, they've got a
I
corner.
know. As I was saying that, I could see you watching.
No, but it's true. And if you start early, you press them early, it doesn't enable them to get into their rhythm of getting those passes together, does it? And the intent and the intensity, and we heard Mark say that before the game even started, you've got to be aggressive, you've got to have the pressure. And it's worked so far, hasn't it? Not sure why the referee felt she had to have a word with Fallon there. Like, the ball's not even been delivered and she's already telling the goalkeeper she can't push anyone. Come on.
It's interesting hearing all of this from a goalkeeper's perspective.
I was going to say, it must be nice for you two tonight to have this conversation and a little bit of deliberation watching the game.
Yeah, before sometimes it's been Jono, and obviously she was a centre half, whereas getting that goalkeeper's perspective is just a slightly different angle. Anyone but not a striker. That's what I say. As long as they're not, I like my little defender unit.
It's quite nice, is it? Like when you hear, say, if you've got like something going on in the box, the striker's view compared to the goalkeeper's view, because you obviously, as a goalkeeper, you know, here I should have dropped off a little bit earlier. I should have come out. I could have come and claimed it. This is why I dropped off. Whereas the centre forward might be saying, well, because you've dropped off there, it's made my decision easy to do that, or because you've done this. It's quite interesting seeing the differences in thought process between different positions.
Yeah, when I look at a chance for a team, I always look at the mistake that the defender made or what they should have done. Whereas I'm sure on the flip of that, the attackers are thinking what they've done good.
Yeah.
So it's just like what angle you come at it from.
Attackers get all the credit anyway, don't they?
Yeah. It's always good to see the amount of fans that will come out for these games. Oh, here we go. Madrid have got a chance.
Oh, that's
Great
a
covering.
brilliant recovery from Anna there. I think the ball just rolls under maybe Dom's or Maya's feet. We'll see it now on the playback. Slip pass through. Dom goes to just clear it, misses, just awkwardly bobbles under her foot. Anna incredibly recovers, and that really probably should have been a shot on goal.
Yeah.
The girl probably didn't anticipate, Jensen wouldn't have anticipated how quick Anna was going to recover there.
That's brilliant shape, because you want that, don't you? If you're going to step out as a centre back, you want your full-backs to be there covering round, that if anything comes through, you can come round, sweep it up, and that's exactly what Anna was doing there.
When you think about players that have been so solid on like development this season, one of those players that comes to mind is Anna Sandberg. How impressed have you been with her?
She's been doing so well, and I think she was doing the pre-match press conference, and she was getting asked questions about how she's settling in, that she's doing really well. And I must say, from knowing her from when she first joined, she just seems to have like matured so much, even though she's only a year older. When I was listening to her speak, I felt like, wow, she's like got so much older than when I knew her. Obviously she's still so young. I think she's only like 22, 23. She said she's really thankful that she's getting more minutes in the team, and she really feels like she's starting to settle in, which is brilliant. And Mark was really complimentary of her as well.
I was going to say, do you think that comes as well from getting minutes? You you always feel like you're a part of a team when you're in the squad, but when you're on the outskirts, when you're not necessarily getting loads of minutes, you maybe don't feel like you've got the same kind of voice or the same ability to impact what the team's doing. Obviously not on the pitch, but like as a squad. She's been getting a lot of minutes now, and that's undoubtedly going to help her confidence grow, both in a leadership state kind of on the pitch, but also on the pitch within the group, the confidence of being an integral part of the side and not just like a squad player.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the biggest boost for confidence is actually being in the starting 11. I think with Anna, when she came in, it was always clear that she was going to be a hot prospect. So it's like, even if you are a substitute, the context behind what that situation is really matters. Like if you're someone that's young and plying your trade, and she was learning under Gabby George, I think that can be sold really well, and you can like understand your position and grow into it. But definitely playing more minutes. She said it herself, you just start to grow into your position. And I mean, I can say this from the perspective of someone that spent a lot of the latter part of my time at Man United more as someone who came off the bench. When you come onto the pitch off the bench, you're thinking, oh my gosh, let me not make one mistake or I'm going to be straight back out. Whereas when you start in every game, it's not that you take your foot off the pedal, but you just relax into the game a little bit more, and I really do think that it makes a massive difference. So yeah, it's brilliant to see Anna doing so well. We can hear the chinks and chimes of the food.
Someone having pizza.
Yeah.
This is where it's just going to ashes. Does anyone want any food? We can hand it round. Want some food?
There's too much going on at the moment. I think I might have to wait for half time.
Wait for half
So I
time,
have a little bit of pizza hanging down the chin.
What do you think of Anna? Like, have you been really pleased with her, or?
Well,
Okay.
make sure we pass that
preaching to
mic
the
around as well so
converted.
people can hear you.
Yeah, Anna is by far one of my favourite players. I
Yep.
think she's doing amazing as well. I think because she's so young and she's had to come out fighting for a place. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Gabby George was injured, so that's why Anna got more game time. And I think she really showed what she was capable of. And like you said, when you come off from the bench, you've got to make sure that you make an impact. But I think Anna's shown that she can be a very an impact when she comes off the bench and also when she starts. So yeah.
I just love her set piece delivery as well. I think the first few games when I saw her playing, that was the biggest thing that I took away from it, was like her set piece delivery is brilliant. And I think the rest of her game has grown with that. She's obviously a very good technical player anyway. You don't get to this level playing for your country and playing for United without being a good technical player, but her set piece delivery and the number of assists she got in those opening few games when she was coming off the bench. I can't remember who it was against. It was a cup game, and I think she got pretty much a hat trick of assists in like the second half when she came on, and that makes people wake up and say, oh, hang on a minute.
She's got to be up there in terms of the best left back in the WSL right now. Probably, I'm trying to think of players that come to mind, and the only other player you might be able to fill in on some more shit, but the only other player that comes to my mind is Kate McCabe. So in terms of thinking of players that have brilliant set-piece delivery, proper decent technique, can defend but also attack, she's one of the only left-backs that spring to mind. And I will say that Mark said in his press conference yesterday that she can be and is becoming one of the best left-backs in the world. So high praise, and you can see how highly rated she is. Just watching just watching a bit of a 1-2 combination in and around United's box, and we're just starting to see that maybe Atletico are getting into the game a little bit more. Man United are still having most of the goal, but yeah, we were just on the edge of our seats there seeing what it would come to, but it ended up being a bit of a shank shot and it sort of went high and wide to the left. But definitely United will want to get a bit more of a hold of the ball now just to settle themselves and counter that.
Well, thankfully it didn't fall to Vilda-Bararisa because we know how good she is with the ball, taking shots from the edge of the box. Trying to avoid that.
She is so good. I'm trying to remember which team she scored an amazing goal against in the Champions League phase. I think it was it St Polten?
Oh, you're questioning my...
Yeah, it was at edge of the box. It was so good.
She does. Some players just like strike a ball really, truly.
Yeah.
Whereas people obviously like hit a ball well, but some players just sweetly strike a ball.
If I was reinventing myself as a player and I could pick my characteristics, I would concede on a bit of aggression and go for some of that ball striking ability. It's just so. I think no matter how much you watch football, you can always tell when someone's really good with their technique and striking a ball.
We have got a message in the chat for you now that we've put in, so you'll see the official Manchester United Women's account have asked the fans who's impressed you the most so far this season.
Out of me or Aoife?
I was going to say I can't decide that. I'm not allowed to favourites. But okay, fans, have a little think first of all. I'll come to you after. But for you two,
you passed it on.
Yeah, you passed it on straight away. But for you two...
Oh, I thought this was going to the fans. I was like sitting back
so it's the fans in the chat, but you two have got to answer first. Who's impressed you the most so far this season?
I'm going to go for Zigiotti.
Okay, she's been a great signing.
Yeah, I just think the consistency, the way she came straight into the team. I think I covered the first pre-season game that she did, and I gave her player of the match as well. So maybe I'm a little bit biased there. But no, she's been fantastic. The energy that she gives you, box to box, breaking up play, getting in the right positions, even like adding goals to her game in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I've just been really impressed the way she's just integrated into the team so quickly and putting in performance after performance, time and time again. Yeah, she's probably my choice.
Aoife, who are you going to go for?
She's a great shout. Zigiotti is a great shout. She, similar to Terry, up until this game, 3 goals in 5 games. And to consider also that she's like would you say she's like more of a box-to-box midfielder? So she's not an out-and-out attacking midfielder, and therefore to have that goal rate in 5 games is so good. I was going to say Jess Park. I think that she has had such an impact since she came, and she's just so good to watch on the ball. She's such a good dribbler, and definitely in that first part of the season, some of the goals that she was scoring and from so far out, I think there was one against London City, she scored another amazing goal against Everton, proper big game player. So she's been the one. There's so many, I'm really torn to say, but she's the one that's impressed me the most.
Okay, so we'll go to you guys next then. Who are we going to go to? We're going to go with there first. Which player has impressed you the most this season and why?
I think Dom. She's magical to watch. She's just really...
I think I love that word, magical. That's a great description there.
Can I add on that as well?
Yeah.
Dom, who is a centre-back but has previously played in midfield, she played against Burnley in the FA Cup as a left-back and was putting in amazing crosses. On her left foot, she's right-footed. Just thought United might have scored then, so watching that. She's right-footed, playing left-back, putting in crosses of the same ability of Anna Sandberg, so that is an incredible shout with with Dom Janssen. Yeah, proper
It's
player.
consistency as well,
Yeah,
isn't it? With
yeah.
her like consistently putting in good performances time and time again. And Millie's obviously back now, but finding it really hard to get back in the side. So the strength and depth of the squad is brilliant right now.
Great. Right, Dan, who are you going to go for?
It's a tricky one. It really is, because a lot of the new signings that have come in have been brilliant. I think Jess Park, I've got to agree with Aoife, Jess Park is superb. The way she's just come in, swap sides and put on the red shirt, it's almost as though she's always been a United player. And, you know, that goal against Villa as well, a couple of weeks ago, was just brilliant. And yeah, but Ziggy as well, you know, she's shone, Dom shone, Malard has shone, and even Terry, I think.
You can't pick everyone.
Well, I'm picking the team.
I said only one.
I'm going to turn on you. Where is Jess Park's best position? In the 10 or in the 7? Because I have this debate with people all the time.
I'm thinking the 10. Because she plays really well with Tooney when Tooney's playing as well. And I think when they're both playing together, I think they play really well, and they play off each other really well. And I think Tooney's, you can't take the number 7 off Tooney. So you've got, I think Jess in the number 10 is superb.
I was going to say, I love Jess Park when she plays on the wing, because I think when she plays in the middle, when you're playing against a midfield, it's usually 3, you're always matched, you're probably always marked. But as a winger that likes to come inside, defending that, it's really, really hard to defend. So I think she ends up being in really nice pockets of space when she comes in as a winger, and then matched with that, Jade Riviere going up the wing. So it's like the combination of Jess and Jade, and more recently Hannah Lundqvist has obviously come into the team, started against Leicester, did really well. But that combination of an attacking fullback and then a winger who's more of a midfield profile, it's potent. It's a good word, potent.
I was going to say the exact same thing. I prefer seeing Jess Park in the 10 more central, because she can get on the ball more and you want to see her on the ball. But the way that they've been playing recently with Tooney in the 10, obviously before she got injured, and then Jess on the wide right, the fact that she comes in and joins in, you've got 2 10s, and then, like you said, gives Jade Riviere the ability to come forward. I don't think we've seen Jade getting as high recently when Jess Park's been playing centrally, because she hasn't got the space necessarily in front of her, because she's not got a wide player that comes in field as much. So I think we lose a little bit from her game if there's not a wide player that comes as narrow.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think that that's something that Mark has a really keen eye for, like not just picking players based on their raw ability, and we know how good the players at United are, but also the combination of players and suiting and combining players in a way that makes a team play really well.
Well, we do have, before we find out who your player of the season so far is, we do have some pictures from the fans that we're going to show you right now, because if you want a good pre-match activity, then what you need to do is you need to make sure you go and have a proper Madrid treatment. You can see some of the fans there that are sat around a table. There's a group of them together, getting a few drinks, a few different food. Whilst we've got it on the screen for you, I'll show you around here. That's a lovely pre-match activity, isn't it?
A little bit of tapas, maybe.
A little bit of tapas. Oh yeah, that sounds like a lovely match day.
Definitely not at the gym. Definitely not at the gym.
I think that's the best way. I mean, I'm going to have to confess something here. When I was actually at Madrid the last game, and we did decide to go for a walk and see if we could get some cheeky tapas before the match, because that's the right way to do a match in Spain, isn't it? You have to. It's like the when in Rome saying, but when in Madrid.
Is this what I have to look forward to when I stop playing?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because your version of games are so much more interesting than when you're a player. Like, you just see the inside of the hotel room, so I'll remember that one. I'll keep that one in my back pocket. Tapas before the match.
Yeah. Like, as a player, it's kind of, you've seen a hotel, an airport, and a training ground and a stadium, and that's it. Whereas if you go to a game and you're working, you get to have a little wander, coffee shop,
how much work you do.
Preparation has to be done beforehand. But it's nice to be able to explore the area. I think it's harder, obviously, as a player when you're focused on the game. You need your rest, your recovery. You're only getting there before the day before the game. Whereas if you're doing a night game like this, it's 9 o'clock kickoff out there, so it's pretty late. You've got most of your day to have a little explore. It is quite nice to go and find a nice coffee shop.
A nice coffee shop, not like the tapas where we've just seen the fans at. But I haven't forgot about yous, so I'm going to come to you. Player of the season so far, who are you going to go for?
I think I've got two. I think May Letitia, she has been absolutely amazing. She's started every game. I don't think, obviously she's our captain, but I don't think she's getting the recognition that she deserves. She's always there. She's not had a bad game. She's always defending. She's always attacking when she needs to be. Her shot, when was it? Yeah, that shot was absolutely beautiful, straight in, and I think that just shows like what she's doing, and now she's finally getting her England time as well. I think that's perfect. I think my other one is Rolfo. I think she's getting the goals and the assists as well. I think she's a brilliant player. Now she's obviously injured, but the goal from last game was great.
She saw this Atleti,
Yeah,
didn't
she did.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. But yeah, that's my two.
I must say, I'm quite surprised that Anna Sandberg wasn't in there. She's on your shirt. She's been flying. That was my Stonewall guess, but I was like, it's going to be Anna Sandberg. And out of two, it still wasn't Anna Sandberg.
I think Anna Sandberg is brilliant, and she does definitely deserve one of them, one of the spaces. But I think, if I was saying someone else, but yeah, Anna Sandberg's been amazing. I want to know how she gets a slip back though. I need to ask her, honestly.
That's definitely going to be a new feature
for you for the next interview.
I was going to say, that's going to be interesting when I turn up to Jess Park on a media day and be like, can we just do a whole tutorial, please? But yeah, finally then, who are you going to go for?
I mean, I would go for Jess Park. She has been incredible, but if I'm going to go for someone different, I'd say Hinata Miyazawa. I think she's introduced us to this incredible standard that she's maintained all season. She kind of goes under the radar a little bit. Never really seen that standard drop with her, and the goal she scored against Liverpool away, unless I'm mistaken, was the technique on that was absolutely incredible. And yeah, she's just been incredible.
She never looks tired. She never looks like the game's got beyond her. She makes football look simple, and that really bugs me because football is not simple when you're trying to play it. She's just so chilled, so composed, very rarely gives the ball away, and just kind of looks at ease on a football pitch. It's just natural to her. She can just do whatever she wants with the ball. She knows where her teammates are. They know where she is, and it's just everything's just so easy and so simple. And that's when you know someone's good.
She's a facilitator. Her positions and her playing and passing ability allow the players around her to be so good. But I feel like this year, what she's added to that is also the goals and the assists. It's only now where when people are being asked who's the best player, it's her name that's starting to come up. So it's like she's finally getting her flowers, because we saw her in training last year. She was so good. But it's nice when someone that's been under the radar and obviously gets all the appreciation internally actually starts to get that externally as well. So I think that's a great shout.
So I like the fact that there were so many different names in there, and every time a name was said, it wasn't like
we were all like this.
Sure about that.
Yeah, nodding along.
Good choice. And it shows how consistent everyone's been, because you can have a great game, but to have great games consistently across the season so far kind of tells you where the team's at the moment. But it's really, really positive for everyone out there. Yeah, you said no one said Fallon. Yeah.
Well, we have got some more comments in, because this is where it gets interesting, because we asked you in the comments who's your favourite player of the season so far, but now I'd really love to know what your favourite pairing is, because we do have a comment from Elliot Shaw who says Ziggy Yossi linking up with Miyazawa has been an underrated pairing this season. add in Jess Park, and we've got a very solid midfield trio. And not forgetting when Ella Toon returns as well. Because people underestimate, don't they, for how well these players work alongside each other. The chemistry is unmatched right now.
Yeah, it's really good. And going back to what Shiv said, there's so many players that are being said as players that are the most impactful and best players on the team. And I think when a team is doing well, it's almost like that's when the individuals are doing well. Like they both go hand in hand. So it makes sense that a team that has won 5 out of 5, scored 15 goals in 5 games, that's 3 goals a game, would also have loads of players that are doing well. So it all seems like the players seem to be singing and dancing off the same hymn sheet, which is really encouraging to see. And it's also encouraging for the fans probably to see that the signings that have been made seem to be making an impact as well and have been getting playing time. And we know, especially when players get brought in from foreign leagues, from abroad, that it can take some time to bed players in. But I will say with the players like Shula, who's came, obviously Ellen Vangerheim is playing tonight, Hannah Lundqvist, who's been playing at right back, they seem to have bedded in really well and, you know, really looking like they've played in this team for over a few games. And that is a sign of a team that is really well knitted and really doing well.
I think also the fact that we're not relying on one player. I think sometimes you can have a team where, yeah, players are playing well, but you know that you need to rely on one player to score your goals, or one player to keep your clean sheets, or one player that dictates the play. The fact that everyone pretty much on that pitch has been mentioned, even players on the bench that aren't in the team at the moment that are out injured. If there is an injury, it's not a catastrophe. You know that someone's going to come in and do the same job. I think when the squad's a little bit lighter, there's a couple of injuries there, you're like, I'm not sure how we're going to get through this, but the fact that there's so many players in there performing well consistently, and goals are coming from everywhere at the moment, it just takes the pressure off and you can just chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
We can chill. We can relax.
Yeah, we can relax all together, can't we? We have got another chat for you now, and I'm really curious about this one. So we're asking in the YouTube chat, if you were to start for Manchester United, what position would you play, Reds?
Striker.
Adam, I'd love to see that happen. Should we just have like an MUTV game or something and try and put you in all different positions?
I'm not sure. I think my quads would rip in half if I tried to strike a ball now. I can run a little bit, but there's no way I'm striking a ball anymore.
Do you miss it? Do you miss the sort of training and booting balls about and diving? What do you miss from football?
I do, to be fair, and I said I was at the training ground yesterday at Carrington, and I did miss it there. You know, when you see a nice, slick, perfect grass surface. It wasn't raining, but there was a little bit of drizzle in the air, so it was a little bit slidey. The sliding tackles, the sliding out of the balls. I do miss that sometimes, but I think I've got 2 kids now. I don't have time to miss anything. Life's chaos. When you think that you're busy when you're a footballer, yeah, you're not. Life's simple.
But yeah, let us know in the comments if you haven't replied to that, what position you would play for Manchester United. It's the fans' turn now though. Lola, you've got the mic there. Starting off with you, what position would you play for United and why?
That's a tough one, but I think on the wing, either to have Jade behind me or Anna. They're both very quick players, technically very good as well. I think it'd be fun to play with them. And say Taylor was up front, super clinical. I think if putting balls into the box, I think I'd clock up some assists with her in there. So yeah, probably on the wing.
Great answer. Yeah, what are you going for?
I'm probably going to go for a defender one, just because I think Fallon's there. So if I do mess up, Fallon's got me, and yeah, I'm not very good with football. I can't play football, so yeah, I feel like defender is one of the hardest ones. And then we've also got Fallon behind to help if needed.
But you know what? That must be so nice as a defender, having the confidence and knowing that you've got a goalkeeper behind you, that even if something does go wrong, you're like, it's all right, they've got it.
Yeah, it makes a massive difference, and to think that Fal only came into the team in a starting 11 kind of way a couple of seasons back, and at that point I don't think anyone necessarily knew quite how impactful she was going to be. Obviously she had massive boots to fill.
Here we go, another goal for Manchester United. We mentioned her earlier, Melvine Malard with that strike. She must be one of those players that if you were a defender, you do not want to come up against her, do you?
No, she's incredible, and she's a right footer that thrives on the left wing, and what we'll see now when obviously you guys watching aren't watching this back as we're watching it. But there's a little bit of coming together with her, and I think it's either the centre-back or the right-back, just watching it back now. Ball gets played through by Hinney into the box. She looks like she's going down the wing. She cuts back in on her right foot and just slots it far corner, like proper whip on it. You can hear by the reactions of the fans behind me just how high quality that is. And she does that in training for fun. She loves that ball. She loves that shot. Well done, Melvine Malard. And then the little celebration, her little classic celebration.
Yeah, it's a brilliant finish. A bit of concern here for the Atletico player. I think as she's gone to make the challenge, I'm not sure if it's her knee because there's nothing
she's
come
holding
together. It's the way her knee's gone down.
Funnily on it.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think we all know knee injuries in women's football are not the one. So hopefully for her she'll get up quickly, because as Malard just changed direction there, she was continued to go the other way. But yeah, brilliant finish, wasn't it?
That was absolutely lovely seeing that goal from Melvine Malard. So just to confirm, Manchester United's women's team are 2-0 up in Madrid. This is a great first half of football from the Reds. There's a lovely little view as well of the fans there. One thing to clock, Aoife, did you see the amount of bucket hats?
I did. There was at least 5. Like, my eyes were like proper glowing. I was really switched on to it.
Yeah, I mean, I could just be being eagle-eyed here, but if I am correct, I do believe they are the brand new Stone Roses bucket hats that are part of Manchester United. I'm getting a nod there as well, so I must be right.
The fans are in the know.
Yeah, they're in the know. So get on that Manchester United store and get the bucket hats, because it looks like they're a trend over there. They're a trend in Madrid. They must be a trend here.
You need to get yours delivered.
I know. Well, Ben, head of team ops.
Yeah, Ben.
He's gonna link me. Is that what they say? Here's my link. Here's my link. That is what they say, isn't it? That is the word. That's the word. They're the
I'm
link.
staying out
link
of
me.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
You know
what I mean. He's gonna get me one. And I'm gonna wear it.
I do love the different sayings that we all have. We actually had a bit of a chat in the office earlier about fairs. Because I say fairs quite a lot, but it could just be a local thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like fair play.
Oh,
So
I
we
thought
just
you
go
meant
fairs.
like you've been to the fair. I was like, fairs? Where's fairs coming into this?
This is why it's a great question to ask. But yeah, anyone say fairs?
No.
Fairs? Wait, it's right. See, so
I don't
it is
think I've
common.
ever said that before in my life. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. I was just going to say I'm from down south, so maybe that's the reason.
I do love how, Siobhan, you just thought I was just going to go to the circus.
Going to the fairs? I do like a trip to the fair, to be fair.
Yeah, I do.
You got that one.
Yeah, let us know in the comments your little quirks as well with your language. I do love how slang changes for every single region. Makes it a little bit more interesting. And let us know how you celebrated at home watching that phenomenal Melvine Malard goal. I mean, perfect, isn't it? Melvine Malard, Elizabeth Turland getting those goals. That's exactly what you want.
It's a great time to score as well. Well, both of them are perfect times. 2 minutes just as the game started, that's exactly what you want. You want a great quick start to the game. Then 40 minutes just before half-time. Go in a little bit more comfortable, makes the team talk a little bit more relaxed. Happy days.
On top of that, it's really hard to see how Atletico will come back from this. Firstly, you've conceded 2 goals. Worst times to concede, like as soon as the game starts and then just before half time. but also like their performance, it hasn't been that energetic. It hasn't really shown a level of intensity that's going to suggest that they're really going to flip the switch on this game. And then on top of that, to have one of your teammates obviously go off injured and seem like they're in a really bad way, those little things can just not spook you, but they do sometimes affect you in a way that you don't realise as a player. And then, like, you know, just click your fingers and we're back into watching Man United possessing the ball in Atletico's half, and it sort of seems like service has, as normal, has resumed. So definitely when Atletico go in at half-time, they're going to have to try and change something to get themselves back in this game. Like, they definitely will not want to go to Lee Sports Village with a 2-0 deficit, and at this point it looks like it could even be more as well.
Do you know what? Like, it's an interesting mentality as well, because it's not half time. There's still 45 minutes, because it's obviously 2 legs. So yeah, you can say you're going in at half time 2-0 down, but you're not really, are you? Because you've still got so much more to play. Yes, obviously you got the score at the end of the game, but you've got the next game to come as well. So the mentality of kind of down in the dumps, like we're 2-0 down, all of this, there's so much left to play. So from an Atletico perspective, or if it was switched the other way, you've got to stay positive, because there's still so much time left to play in this.
So much time, and there's still so many people in the comments letting them know what they think as well. They absolutely loved that Melvin Malard goal too, and the celebration, as you've rightly pointed out, Aoife. They enjoyed it. So much so, we've now got so many people watching from a variety of locations. We've got people from Uganda, Kenya, Saudi Arabia that are tuning in. We've got Margate in South Africa. We've got Nigeria, Northwich again. We've got Clovis in California. Let me know if I'm Clovis. I've never been.
You asked for an invite there.
And listen, I would happily take an invite. We've also got Trinidad and Tobago. We've got Gambia and Indonesia. So yeah, the Reds are far and wide watching this. I love that. I love the support is so huge. I mean, when you two both played.
Sorry, did our Australian viewer come back with a time at all?
They didn't come back with a time.
They've fallen asleep, because if it's like 3 a.m, I will maybe let them off a little bit.
However, I do have a lovely producer in my ear telling me right now that it's 7 a.m.
Oh,
7 a.m. in Australia. There you go.
Football over breakfast.
Breakfast time.
Perfect. I like that. They're not getting as much credit from me now. It's a respectable time of day.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think it'd be a bit strange, wouldn't it? Like watching a game with your cereal of choice.
I don't know. I think we're just really lucky, aren't we? Because if you watch if you watch the Premier League from America, you're watching at silly o'clock in the morning. If you're watching from Australia normally, or a little bit further across different countries and different time zones, we're privileged that we get to watch it at a time when it's played, when we want to watch it. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather watch a game quite late when the kids are in bed, so I can actually sit and watch it and not have them in my ear. So it's quite nice when it's late, but we are in such a great privileged position to be able to watch games like this at the perfect time.
Yeah, when I've lived or played with players from places like America, that's exactly what they've said, that they really, when they move away again, they really miss being able to watch English football at the correct time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just having a little look in the chat now as well, because we've got plenty of people saying, come on United, let's go. We've got plenty more as well saying, let's try and get another one before the break as well. There's not that much time left.
Just a bit of a coming together there with Anna, but she seems fine. I could hear the gas behind me from the girls with Anna on the back.
She's got a Sandberg on her shirt. She's ready to get in there and take the play.
She's fine.
Do you know what though? The size of her shin pads. It's the mum in me here. It's like, come on, increase the size of these I mean, I wore tiny shin pads. I'm really not one to talk, but now it's like, please put a little bit bigger shin pads on. Protect those little shins. How big are your shin pads? I reckon you wear a little bit bigger ones.
Probably, yeah, like small for me, but I would say that a lot of the girls, their shin pads are so small.
it is now half-time for Manchester United's women's team in Madrid. 2-0 up. What a perfect start for Manchester United. 2 incredible goals. Elizabeth Turland, Melvie Malard, and that is a beautiful shot of the fans there. They certainly enjoyed that, and we did too. So we're going to take a little break whilst we get ready for this second half. So now's the right time. Go and stick the kettle on, have a brew, enjoy yourself, and let's reconvene and let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Make sure you're in those comments and let us know what you think of that first half. I want to know one word you'd describe it as, and we'll see you in a little bit. So we are back for this second half action. Now, as we have said, Manchester United women's team are leading 2-0. And there is a great chance already for Manchester United. Jade Riviere with that one. What an explosive way to start the second half.
I feel like I've literally just sat down. I think Terry flips the ball around the corner and then Jade is just running into the box with acres of space. Really thought she was going to cut it there. Goes for it herself, why not? But just doesn't quite put it enough to the side of Gallardo to really challenge her. But that was a proper chance, probably the clearest chance of the game so far.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper had a really good position there, came out, was big in that near post space. We've got Anna Sandberg down with a slight injury here, hopefully nothing too serious. But going back to that chance before, as you said, she was in so much space down that right-hand side, and we didn't probably see her in those kind of positions in the first half, probably a little bit deeper, but she's got up so high there, and I thought she was going to square it. And I was ready to say, why didn't she shoot? But then she did shoot, and then it was like, maybe she should have squared it. But you can't question her too much for shooting there. Only thing you say is, can you keep it a bit lower? Because anything around your feet from that close as a goalkeeper, super hard to save.
She almost had too much time. Like, it's rare to see someone be able to dribble into the box with so much time and space. We're just watching it back here again. Yeah, brilliant flick round the corner from Terry, like completely dumbfounds Atletico's central defenders and fullback. And yeah, like, great opportunity, disappointing in the end not to do a bit more. We're just watching Anna Sandberg walking off the pitch. It's unclear whether she's going to be able to continue or not. Seems like she's in a little bit of discomfort, quite a bit of discomfort actually, so hopefully she's okay, but I guess the next 20-30 seconds will tell.
I'm just hearing that Gabby George, there we go, it's confirmed that she is going to be coming on for Anna Sandberg now. Hopefully Anna will be okay. But this is where, Siobhan, you mentioned it earlier, how good is it that we have such a squad that can help each other out? The fact that someone like Gabby with that much experience can come on the pitch and help replace that role.
Yeah, the squad depth is key, isn't it? Not just because of you want to be able to rotate through matches and keep people fresh, but you get an injury like that, you've got someone like for like that can just come in and slot in just as comfortably, doing a job exactly just as well. And it's a great opportunity now for Gabby to kind of, just watching this melee. Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? There's like pinball in that 18-yard box then. But as I said, great opportunity for Gabby to come in and say, look, I want to nail this position back. And that's what you want. You want both players there believing they're good enough and having the mentality that I'm going to be the first choice left back here, but at the same time supporting your teammate when the choice is made as to who's starting.
It's so disappointing to see Anna Sandberg go off though. I don't think we got to see the nature of maybe what happened to her, and hopefully it's nothing serious, but really deflating for her, and obviously the team will be focusing on their performance. But it's almost like deja vu of when Dom got sent off against Atletico in the last game they played. Gabby George came on at centre-back, did not put a foot wrong. She was so good. So I'm sure Gabby's going to take this opportunity with both hands and properly steady the ship, put in a stellar performance, but definitely really disappointing for Anna.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously she took a little knock at the end of the first half, didn't she? No idea if it's the same knock, if it was something completely different, we didn't really see, but it'd be interesting to see what it actually was, what happened to cause the injury.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of that, because we know how much of a huge player Anna Sandberg is. But this is where, as what Siobhan rightly said, we've got plenty of squad depth to help us there, and plenty of people that can come on and make an impact. And there we go, we've got Fallon making a save there as well. This is where we always have to watch out for Atletico Madrid, because we've seen it before where they do have that dangerous energy that they can just turn on at any moment, Aoife.
Yeah, 100%. And Atletico are a team that, albeit struggling a little bit in their league, they're sitting 5th. Based on how many goals they scored, they should be slightly higher. So they're definitely a team that can be a potent goal threat when they're in the box. And people say a game is won depending on what happens in both boxes. So when you see Atletico with the ball in Man United's box, that's always cause for concern. Ends up being a bit of a tepid shot, and Foul doesn't really have to do much in order to save it. But they're the moments now going forward that Atletico are going to be maximising, and then on the flip, Man United are going to want to minimise.
In the comments now as well, we've got plenty of the fans giving get well soon messages to Anna. So we've got Delta says speedy recovery Anna. We've got Wonderguard says hoping it's nothing serious for Anna, get well soon. Rebecca Ann Jarvis is in the comments saying hope Anna is okay and it's not too serious. And then we actually have got another comment here. So we've got Harry Williamson who says, I'm watching from Cholton and Hayley Ladd's my local girl, but proud to call her a local Choltonian? Choltonian? How can you say that? And Ella Toon recently visited my local club, West Didsbury and Cholton FC, which was exciting. Hey, listen, it's a great away day at West Dids. It very much is, but it's great to hear the girls going out and visiting different clubs and helping out the community. When you two were obviously part of the club, what was those experiences like? Because you both worked with Manchester United Foundation as well and got to go and take part in Premier League kicks and just see the fans.
You know what I really liked? I really liked going to watch. I went to a couple of them. There were girls' sessions with the kind of the Academy, the Centre of Excellence, with where they were playing little mini tournaments against boys' teams, and I just loved seeing sometimes the parents' faces on the boys' teams that were kind of like, hang on a minute, my boy's good at football here, but how come these girls have beaten them? And I love the kind of the mentality shift over the last few years of it's just as normal and just as accepted and just as brilliant for girls to play football as well as boys. And I've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old girl, and they both love football. And it's so nice, the opportunities and the ability that they have now to just go out and play football exactly like every boy. And I think boys accept it more now as well. Whereas boys sometimes at school in the playground are like, girls can't play football. Whereas now it's just normal. And I think that is such a big step forward, that football's just for everyone.
No, you're completely right there. Exactly that. It's the fact that, as what you said, like, this is a team especially that's just going to inspire that next generation, and we see so much more enthusiasm about it. Even now there's so many people that are in the comments let us know what they think about this game, and as I said, it's just normal. People just need to know that football's for everyone. Any single person can kick a ball whenever they want.
Was there a well back there? Right, we've got, what are we on, 54 minutes? We've got 6 minutes till Mark's going to make his substitution. What are we going for?
Ooh, I mean, I think that Man United have started this second half as well, if not even better than they were doing in the first half. So I don't think there will be any massive call for big changes, but certainly there's players on the bench that can make a difference. We might see the likes of Lisa coming on. She's been getting a lot of minutes lately in midfield. She scored a couple of goals
Against
couple
Liverpool.
of games ago.
Against Liverpool, she was player of the match as well in that one. She was certainly a bright spark in that game.
We might see Hannah Lundqvist coming on, Nia Shula, like new signings. So yeah, let's wait and see. I wonder what the fans think. I wonder what they think is going to happen around 60 minutes.
Difference. I want to know what you think will happen and what you'd like to happen. Oh, is that different? Is that the same? I'm being controversial here.
You are being.
Yeah,
You're
I like
very much
it.
stirring the pot. I like it.
Because sometimes there's certain substitutions that you think, you know, Mark, you know the way the team goes, and you think, yeah, he's going to do that. That's what he's going to do. And you think, if I was manager, I might mix it up a little bit. This is who I might bring in.
So you know what? Before we go to you guys, we will show you some of the fans that are in Madrid as well, that were celebrating those brilliant 2 goals. They're in the stands. They're loving every single second as well. So with that, you can see the enthusiasm that we have for the team. I mean, 198 Reds that flew out to Madrid. So it just really shows you that there is dedication to this team.
After this performance, do you think they'll be booking their buy-in flights yet?
Well, what I loved at half-time was I could already hear some of the fans behind us were already talking about a trip to Bayern. So if we obviously progress to the next stage, then it'll be a trip to Bayern, and I can see some lot of head nods. Are you guys thinking of going, nods heads, thinking of going to the game if you can? So yeah, so plenty of people. But now, as what Siobhan just said, there could be a substitution very soon. We never know. So we want to find out from the fans who you think the first substitution could be for Manchester United in the next few minutes. Well, second if you include Gabby. So let us know in the comments what you're thinking, but we need to find out from the fans. So we'll start from here. Who could come on next for Manchester United? Who are you going to go for?
It's got to be Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah.
She was brilliant in that game, wasn't she?
She was.
What, you? Are you okay?
I think he'll bring on Lisa, but what I want him to do is I want him to bring on Leah and give her some more minutes up front, and let's see what she's capable of, because I don't think she's had enough time yet in the team. So with a 2-0 win, I'd like her to see Leah play a bit more.
I don't really know what I think he's going to do, but what I think is, personally, I think I'd leave it for a little bit. I think I'd make the late substitution and put, for example, Leah Schuler on, and hopefully she'll get some magical goals in it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any desperate need to make changes, especially with Gabby just coming on. It shakes it up a little bit. I agree with you two there. I think Leah Schuler, we've seen a little bit from her, but probably not enough yet. And for example, like 2-0 lead, give her a go in a pretty comfortable game.
I'm going to go 2 changes that I think might happen. Nalsund on for Vangerheim, Jess Park out to the wide right, and Schuler on for Turland. They're my 2 predictions.
If that happens, I am going to accuse you of having some intel.
I mean, I wasn't training yesterday, but we only watched them running for the first 15 minutes.
Ethan, what do you think?
I just want to add an honourable mention into the chat, Simi. I think that we've started to see her get some more minutes, and she was really good against, I want to say PSG in the second half, back in the last Champions League group game. So yeah, I want to see her in the mix doing well. I think she did well against Burnley as well recently. So yeah, I think she deserves to have her name mentioned. Yeah, it was a really good goal. I remember it in the first half. She just it was straight in front of her on the edge of the box. She was kind of looking in towards the goal, and she just rifled her foot straight through it. Didn't have much backlift. Really nice to see her get that goal, so I'd like to see her in the mix.
We saw how good she was at the World Sevens when she got an opportunity to get a little bit more minutes on the pitch. It's so hard at the moment because there's so many players in there that are talented and performing well, so it's hard to get those minutes. But then she came in at the start of the season, pre-season time, was playing really well, getting forward, attacking, scoring goals, and then picked up that injury. And it's so hard then to fight your way back into the side again.
She got awarded Young Player of the Tournament at that tournament in Portugal.
Did you go to that? Were you at that tournament?
Yeah. No, I was.
What was your walkout?
Did you not see the walkouts? They were incredible.
I did. That's why I'm asking. There we go.
Danced.
I was thinking I am glad I've retired because I don't think I've got that in my locker.
You know what? Obviously, there was loads of TikToks made from the walkouts to those games, and people have asked me since, was it as fun as it looked, or was it just a bit, that was what it was like on TikTok, but it was a bit of an end of season kind of throwaway tournament. No, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. It felt like the old days when you're growing up as a kid going on tournaments.
60 minutes, who's coming on?
Nice, Chibby.
Well, there's more than 5 bucket hats there as well.
Substitutions confirmed here. Lisa Nalsund is coming on to the pitch.
I think you're on the money here. Is that Melvin?
Oh.
I know you are on the money.
Yeah, Vangerheim.
So what do you think?
I should be a betting person. I wish I was. I'm not, but I think she's just got a yellow card as well, hasn't she? Yeah. I'm not selling myself short, but did add to my intel. And then obviously you've seen Jess Park gone out to the wide right, but Mark knows that he can get something a little bit different from Jess when she plays in that position. Creates a little bit more of a challenge then defensively for Atletico. They've got to change their mindset of how they play against her. Lets Jade potentially, as we were saying before, get a bit higher up, get around the outside, and yeah, makes it a bit more uncomfortable for them.
Were they all actually planned? Or did you just like the walkout, or did you just like go with the flow?
All of the. Do you want me to?
I was going to say, yeah. Make
into
sure we
mic?
use the mic, because otherwise, no one's going to hear you.
Were the World 7 walkouts actually all planned, or were they like just go with the flow?
Oh, that's a
a
cracking
little bit of both. So I think the first couple of games, people sort of, I don't know, it was like a bit of a, I mean, I didn't really do anything in particular, but as the games were going on and it started to go viral on Instagram and TikTok, then different teams and us as a team started to plan it a bit more. So we'd say, right, we're going to be like a pyramid, and we would, when normally for a normal game we'd be practicing like warming up and in the gym, we were practicing doing a pyramid. So like, let's get the bigger players at the bottom and like the more stronger ones, and then the lighter ones at the top for it. So yeah, we would actually practice it. It was really fun and really silly, and I think sometimes there's a time and a place for that as well. Obviously, like in the cut and throat of Champions League, that's not the time and the place. But I think I think fans really connected to that, and I think it probably made some fans remember as well that actually there is that silliness to footballers and that normal human side. So it was a nice little insight into that.
Yeah, I think sometimes you lose the personality from players, don't you? You're just on the pitch doing your job. You've obviously got to be focused, and sometimes if players do show a little bit of personality, there are questions about whether they're focused enough, whether they're professional enough. So, like you said, time and a place, and it was nice to see everyone out there giving it their little speciality.
Yeah. I think Melvine is a player that really encapsulates that kind of like big personality player, but then also brings that energy onto the pitch. And I remember once after a game that we'd won, and it had been quite a big win, we did a sing-song in the changing room after as a team, and it got put on social media. And I think someone must have asked Mark, was that okay? And I remember him saying, if you want to be a team that is going to have those like entertaining moments, then just make sure you're as entertaining on the pitch. And that just always sticks in my mind as I felt like a really nice take on that. And I think there definitely is a space for us as players to bring out that personality, but you've got to match it on the pitch with the quality and the intensity.
That's such a nice thing what you said there about the entertainment in the dressing room and the entertainment on the pitch. Oh wow, there was a close opportunity here.
Wow.
Did Fallon get a touch on that? The way the way everyone's reacting suggests that she did.
Oh, that was phenomenal
So
from
hard to
Fallon as
see
well.
from there. Yeah.
She did. Did she
Great
get a
save.
tiny touch?
Yeah, she
Free
did.
kick. Yeah, so for those obviously who can't see it, free kick outside the box, Vilda Barisa. That was going top bins, and I think Foul got a tiny touch on it. Knocks down off the post, and then the Atletico player running through just heads it. Does she head it wide? But it must have come
I
off a
think she was
United
under pressure.
player.
I don't know whether it was Maya or someone else in there charging down.
That could very easily have been 2-1.
It's a great free kick. Even better save.
Wow. And it's just moments like that. Obviously, the team are doing so well, and they've got a 2-0 margin. All of a sudden, the game can just change completely out of nothing.
And that's one of the things, like, when you're kind of analysing it so closely, like, did she get a touch, did she not get a touch? That obviously didn't go out directly for a corner or goal kick afterwards. But as a goalkeeper, when you've got a touch on a free kick like that and you tipped it over and the referee gives the goal kick, there's nothing worse.
You want people
Because
to
you
know
cannot
that you
say, no, I've touched it, because you're giving the opposition a corner. But at the same time, you're like, whoa, I want credit here.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant save.
We've got everyone in the chat saying as well. I tell you what, Siobhan, it's like a keepers union in that chat. Everyone's saying that it's confirmed it's a save as well for
Great
Fallon.
touch. What are you doing?
I love that reaction. So let us know what you think as well. Maya Letitia there has just turned around to the Atletico Madrid player and just said, "Shove me in the back."
Is it
There's
Ziggiotti?
another
It's
replay
Ziggiotti
again.
with the, you can see the save there, it's a great save, and then Ziggiotti comes across and heads it clear. It's a brilliant, brilliant reaction to the save.
The clearance is almost, it's not as good as the save, but it is, in terms of impact, that could have very easily been a goal on the knockdown.
It definitely is, because it's so frustrating as well. Like, as a goalkeeper, you make a great save, it comes back off the post, and then your defenders or your attackers, whoever's there in front of you, is just sat there like admiring the save. And you're like, hang on a minute, the ball's now in the back of the net, and makes it kind of a bit redundant.
Same as a defender when you get a block and you think, oh, I've done so well here, played a blinder, I've anticipated the exact space that the ball's going to be, and I've blocked it, and then it just falls to one of their players and they just bang it in. So that was incredible from Ziggiotti, and obviously foul. Bit of spice in the game all of a sudden, like a little bit of. I'm liking it, and I think how many subs have United made? 2, is it? So put Gabby George on, put Lisa on. Probably see some more over the next 25 minutes.
The 3 substitution slots, right? You can make 5 substitutes across 3 slots. So that means there's only 1 slot left, right?
Yes, it does indeed.
Changes the dynamic of it a little bit, doesn't it? Because you might want to drip feed your subs in, but now if you want to make changes, you've got to make them all in.
I'm really sorry, you're so going to laugh at this, but you just did that, and I just thought of the...
Oh no, please don't, no way. Well, that was not in my mindset at all. Too old for that nonsense.
I don't want to know if anyone watching this...
What is it?
That's going to be the new World 7 celebration, the new walkout.
World 6s.
6. Oh, the
6s and 7s.
The World 6 7s, our producer Libby just said in my ear. That's brilliant.
You're quicker than all of us tonight.
Everyone's like, what are you saying, 6s? Oh, back to the game.
So we're watching free kicks, probably what, 50 yards out?
They're just going to deliver everything now, aren't they? Especially if you've got Boerisa on the pitch that's got a great delivery and launch it straight in. They want a goal.
Here we go, another free kick here. Luckily, no danger there, but they are getting a few more opportunities now, aren't they?
Yeah, massively. I mean, we're watching more and more of the play being in and around Man United's defensive third, and what you'd never want to see is a player like Vilda Boerisa stepping up to set pieces. So I think the Man United players are not going to want to give away set pieces for sure. But definitely, what I find interesting is that, is it raining in Spain? Or
oh my goodness me.
Another couple of amazing blocks for Man United. In the first instance, Maya Letitia will watch it back, and then someone else as well. Yeah, brilliant sliding tackle from Maya. And then I think Jade coming in from right also gets it out, goes out for a corner for Atletico.
Have I noticed that has Dom got the armband on?
I didn't see.
But Maya Letitia's still on the pitch.
I can't see this.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing, and then I heard you mention it as well. She definitely has got the armband on. Has Maya Letitia got a slight injury at all? Was she about to go off? She can't go off. She's missed 100%. She
can't go off. She's got a game streak.
I love how we're all here squinting, trying to see.
I know, trying to see what's going on. We've all gone into silence, so anyone that's watching us is like, what on earth is happening?
And the squint isn't helping me at all. I'm leaning in as though I'm going to be able to see better, but I'm not seeing anything more.
Yeah, so had it confirmed Dom is wearing the armband.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Any particular reason, do we know?
Unsure, no reason has been given, but eagle-eyed there.
Well, behind as well, I think. I can't take full
she
credit.
Start, did Maya start with the...
Yeah, she did the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did the
Okay.
pennant switch.
It might. I was going to say it might have fallen on the ground. Obviously, that
Dom's sticking out. Like, oh, I'll have that, thank you. Have you done that before?
No.
It's in the armband, you're like,
yeah. There would be a few times back in the day at United where, obviously, when you walk into the changing room, the armband is already set out on the peg of the captain. So at the time, it was Katie Zell, and sometimes I'd just move it. I'd walk in before she got in and just move it to someone else's seat to just see her reaction.
did you put it on your own seat?
Maybe once or twice.
So
Yeah,
we
we-
have got some comments here as well. I've been told off in the chat.
Oh no.
I have been told off. I've got Dominic Gilmore says Zara 6'7" is not needed.
Agree, I agree with you, Dominic, wherever you are, I agree.
You're the one that did the action. Don't come for me, Siobhan.
The action is like not...
You're doing it again.
Yeah, but this isn't that action. I'm doing it for an old person.
You're
Not someone
old,
that's cool and
Siobhan.
friendly and... Yeah, I can't even bring myself to say it. Ooh, nice little dipping shot there from the edge of the box. They are definitely growing into this game a little bit more.
They are. We did say this already, that the danger that Atletico Madrid have, we've seen it previously when we faced them, that they do have this in the back pocket.
They're so hard to defend those kind of shots as well. The way they're like the looping up and then the late dip. Because you can't judge the flight of it because it's just not a natural strike of the ball. Luckily it dipped just over the crossbar.
And just as she makes that shot, she gets subbed off. I think, yeah, Jensen.
Like, not good enough. Got to get it on target. Sorry, Eddie. Yeah, attacking wise, they haven't really created too much clear cut. They've had a few opportunities from probably long balls into the box, direct play, set pieces. But in terms of actually pulling United apart, creating good opportunities, passing through the thirds and opening them up from the pockets, I think United have done so well at kind of breaking that down and stopping those opportunities.
And it was you, Shiv, that mentioned that this is the first game back for Atletico that Gio is back on the bench for them. She obviously got injured in their last game, and she's just come onto the pitch.
And did she come on?
Yeah,
then?
yeah, just came on, I think. So it'll be interesting to see if she adds a different dynamic for them.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been out for so long as well, coming back into a first game in,
It's not the game to come back into, but she, you know, at her best, she is a real goal threat for Atletico. She's the outlet that kind of balances all of their playing and passing about. She's like the sort of seesaw of that. So she really adds a different dynamic to the team, and it will be interesting to see if she can bring that in or if she's still coming up to speed. It's definitely, I think, throw the kitchen sink at it kind of territory for Atletico. You need to be, I think, trying to get something out of this game, considering that this is the home leg for them.
Right, I'm going to go against you there. Because if you throw the kitchen sink at it and you concede one more, you go into Manchester 3 goals to get, you are pretty much out of it. You go to Manchester with 2 goals, I think you still believe that you're in it.
I think that that's like a proper rational take. I'm going to add to that. When I watched a little bit of Atletico play against Barcelona a few weeks ago when they watched 5-0, you watch them go down 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and at that point you think, right, you need to shut up shop now. Bit of damage limitation, like a bit of a British mentality, perhaps, a bit more conservative. No, they double down.
Still going.
Yeah, so I think that you're spot on with that thinking, but I just don't think that this Atletico team will do that. So as the game goes on, I think Man United might be even more likely to score.
I mean, Aoife, with the away goals not counting as double, do you think that makes you a bit more adventurous?
As United?
As United.
Yeah, but I mean, potentially, but they're in a position now, 2-0 up, where they don't need to be more adventurous. So I think this is a really strong position for them. And as a player, that's not really... You kind of set out your game plan based on how you play week in and week out, and it's quite hard to change something stylistically in one particular game other than putting on players that add a different dynamic. So it's not... I don't think they're in a position at the moment where they need to take any more risks.
And on the flip side, with Atletico Madrid, do you think for them, obviously, they are 2-0 down, but at the same time, when they think about the away goals and how much it can count and things like that, do you think that they're thinking about that now, as the coaching staff potentially?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like to be a coach of Atletico right now, but definitely they'll be thinking of all the different ways that they can try and affect the momentum in this game. What we've seen mostly across the course of the 75 minutes has been all Man United. Yes, Atletico have had some shots. Yes, they have had some possession and a little bit of intensity towards the latter end of the game, but mostly it's been Man United. So the Atletico Madrid manager and coaches will be thinking, like, how can we change this? What information can we get onto the pitch to maybe be more expansive or more aggressive? But like Shiv said, sometimes when you open yourself up to attack a little bit more, that can make you even more vulnerable. So I'm not really sure where they go from here, other than potentially substitutes. And as the camera pans across the coaches, you can see them like shouting on, pointing fingers. They definitely won't be happy with this. This wouldn't have been in the agenda.
No, I think obviously conceding after 2 minutes is like the worst possible start, and it like throws everything up in the air. But for me, they've just got to be hard to beat. You can't afford to concede another goal, and you've got to be better from set pieces. Set pieces are their way in at the moment because they know they're not technically playing as well as United are, but they know that they've got good delivery, they've got people that can win it in the air. They can give themselves half a chance if they have that delivery and have that execution from set pieces. So that's where I think United need to stay so switched on for any kind of deliveries from wide areas, from corners, from free kicks. Try and limit them as much as you can, because even when you're on top of a game, that can flip it in an instant.
Do have a little update for you on why Dom is wearing the armband. The answer is no one knows. No one knows in Madrid.
Well, can we have a post-match interview with either one of them? I want to know.
Siobhan, honestly, you are predicting the future yet again. First substitutions, now this, because we've had it confirmed. We are getting Dom in a post-match interview today. So our lovely reporter out
today,
there.
aren't I?
Yeah, our lovely reporter Ben Ibsen. Ben's going to ask the question for us. You know, presenters union and all that. He's got to do it. So he's going to ask the question for us why she's wearing the armband. So if you want to find out more, make sure you check it out on the Manchester United app. It'll be on there as soon as we've got it. So make sure you tune in, because I think we all want to know now.
Yeah.
We're all very curious what happened. But yeah, so there's about...
Maybe there's been a slight bicep injury.
You're really thinking of anything here, aren't you?
I'm racking my brain. There's got to be some reason, right?
Or maybe it was like, I don't know, it could have been like a different captain's armband, so it was a bit bigger maybe or something. You know, sometimes...
Are you questioning my Leticia's bicep?
I wouldn't dare to. We have about 10 minutes left now. Do you see Manchester United getting another goal in this game?
I mean, yeah, I hope so for them. The last few minutes, Atletico have had a little bit more of the ball and have kind of put together some half chances, crosses, shots. Just as I'm saying that, Malard was on the ball in her most dangerous area, which is on the left side of the box, cutting in on her right, putting crosses in.
Oh, that was so close.
She just swung her left there, stuck what didn't seem like it was a dangerous cross in, but it fell nearly really nicely to Terry.
Oh, here we go. And it's another goal for Manchester United. We were all surprised with that one.
That is a great strike from Ziggy.
My player of the season so far. That's a brilliant strike. Just so true, wasn't it?
I'm so excited. I'm kicking
So excited. The tablet's gone.
It was just as I said, they didn't look like they were going to score. Obviously, they go and score. Yeah, that was a brilliant strike. I'm looking forward to seeing that back. Melvin had put a couple of crosses into the box. They kind of came back out. Ball comes to her. She does something different, slips it. Ziggy overlap and run, strikes it on her left. I think first time, need to watch it back. Goes low and hard into the right corner.
Yeah, she just looked like she came into the box, arrived really late, hanging around the edge. United moved it around really well, worked it from side to side. Malard just with the little set round the corner, near post. Just crept in that bottom corner. Such a good touch from Melvin Malard, just to lay it off round the corner, knew where the run was coming from. Time to perfection. A really clean strike, which might even have been slightly on the outside of her foot there, curling out into that bottom corner. Goalkeeper had no chance.
It's so hard to be that accurate on your first touch as well. It's like running onto it with speed. She's been able to break away from a player that's tracking her. And like Shiv says, might have been a little bit on the outside of her foot, creeps in near post. I said far post, but yeah, near post. Really, really hard for the keeper to anticipate and save because she's taking it so quickly.
I've got to pause there because substitution for Manchester United. Simi is coming on for Jess Park. It's like you two are so in sync tonight, aren't you, on these subs?
To be fair, we pretty much said them all, so it was going to be one of them.
We were going to tick all those boxes, weren't we?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see Simi getting on. Hopefully she'll get a nice 10 minutes under her belt. And what a time to come on as well. Like, pressure is hopefully off at this point in the game with less than 10 minutes of proper time to play. You'd like to think with a 3-0 lead that United won't be challenged that much, but I really don't know what Atletico have got in the locker now, what they can do at this point other than damage limitation.
Yeah, do you know what? It's tough as well because you then come into the leg next week where they've got to go for it. They've got to be open, they've got to be aggressive, they've got to press high. And can you do that against this United team? The gaps you're going to leave behind, even if you might score a goal, you're going to leave it so open. These players are going to absolutely love that. There'll be so many spaces to go up and score. Could be an absolute goal fest at Lee Sports Village.
Away from home as well for Atletico, and that's such a big pitch as well. It's not a team, it's not a game that I would want to play in against Man United, so not looking good for them, but brilliant for Man United.
Like the home picture than away pictures, like as footballers.
They can make it can be almost night and day. Sometimes pitches can be so different, it can feel like you're playing a different sport. That's not something that like through the naked eye as a fan you can really appreciate or tell. And it's also like, obviously when a team loses, sometimes you'll hear them moan about the pitch, but it does make a massive difference. Now, at the top level, most pitches are really good, and the difference in pitches is often the size. Like, I imagine Atletico, because they're a proper technical team, the pitch is probably a little bit smaller than maybe Man United's at Lee Sports Village. But when you go down the levels a little bit, the variation in pitch and even surface like grass and 4G, it can be so big. But definitely at the top end, they won't really have to contend with that. But it is something that you need to think about. And footballs is another one.
I was just going to say, the ball, this is the first time they'll play that ball. And I saw it at training yesterday and I was having a look and I had a feel of it. You know, some balls are proper smooth around the outside. This ball, good goalkeeping ball this. You want a little bit of grip. It's got so many like divots and it's got loads of texture to it. This is really geeky, nerdy goalkeeping football talk now. But it looked like a really good ball to get a good grip on with your gloves when you're trying to catch it.
Nice.
Nice bit of insight there.
Yeah, nice. Enjoyed that. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm here for the next 10 minutes.
We have got plenty of comments in the chat as well. A shout out to you. We've got Rebecca Ranjarvis that loved that one. Reaper 2004. We've got Delta's Rage. We've got Addy as well in the chat. I love the fact that I can tell you Northern because Addy put, nah, this team.
Do you think he says fairs as well?
They can let us know. Oh, that was a chance for Madrid there.
Has it gone wide? Has it taken the touch? Fallon's adamant she hasn't touched it, but it is a corner. Take the credit for the save, Fallon. Take the credit. Referees had quite a quiet game today. Been quite impressed. You always want a game where the referee doesn't have to do too much and you don't end it saying there's been some decisions there. But she's making up for it by getting a little bit involved in this situation.
Massive now for Atletico set pieces. Obviously Vilda's on the ball here and she's so good at putting the ball like so high and far at the back post. And you can see Atletico Madrid's players. As I say that, of course she plays short. Do you know what? I'm just going to shut up now.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, that was close
again.
That was really close.
I think it's Gabby George at the near post covering there from that short corner from
Yeah. She does end up putting the ball in the box though.
One player in.
Oh. If Heaney just stuck a little bit more onto that there.
Yeah.
Simi was making a really, really good run. Seemed to be completely free. And if Heaney had just put a little bit more on the pass. Brilliant, brilliant little nudge from.
I think I'm getting whiplash here. I keep leaning forwards and backwards trying to get a better view. Yeah, that was a great opportunity there. I think Miyazawa just didn't put enough on it. Could have set Similuju properly free.
Shivani, I've got a question for you then.
Oh no.
You meant
Feeling under pressure here.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah, but this feels like a proper question.
A proper
Not that your
question.
other questions weren't proper.
Honestly, I'm thinking, thanks, Ron. I really appreciate tonight with you.
No, like a pressure one.
Yeah, so because obviously you are our resident keeper here, I have to ask you. Today's colour of the ball is red and white.
Yeah.
Group stage was purple and green. How strange is it to you as a keeper? Does that even bother you in the slightest?
I think it can depend on the background, like the stadium that you're playing in. Sometimes you can lose a ball with the floodlights and the colour, potentially. I don't think it's too much of an impact. I think floodlights affect it a little bit more. Sometimes you can lose certain balls with certain colours, and if it's like all white or you've got a bit of something that you can gauge the spin on it. But players now are just so used to the balls changing all the time. I don't think it's too much of an issue, really. But floodlights used to make so much of an impact. Like, if the lights were really low or really bright or angled slightly differently, it affects so much of coming for crosses, how quickly and early you can judge the through balls coming over the top.
The balls go to yellow, don't they? Or the footballs change from white to yellow in and around the winter. I think it's for the light. Am I?
Yes,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm looking for some
If
reassurance.
there's snow.
No,
It's just not snow, isn't it?
No, I think it's in the winter period the footballs are then yellow, like they give you yellow footballs.
Yeah, because it's higher visibility.
Yeah. I said that and I was like,
I thought that was just if it was foggy or snowy.
No, well,
no, at the moment our footballs are yellow.
Is that just because they haven't been cleaned well?
Saying that with so much no, like they're yellow. It's different footballs. Like, I'm gonna shut up.
I want
First
a picture
it
of
was
your
so
yellow
very
balls later
passionate
on. Well, you're up north.
I'll send you
It's
a picture.
foggy and it's snowy.
I'll send
There
you
you
a picture
go.
tomorrow.
I want a picture.
this is a therapy session going on here.
A lot of aggression coming from me.
Oh yeah, are you two okay?
Yeah, so we should be.
My balls are yellow.
They are yellow. I promise you the footballs are yellow. I don't know about the match balls.
Oh, she's backtracking now.
No, the training balls are different.
The balls that we train with that no one sees.
No, they're all yellow. They're all
Yeah,
yellow.
the match balls are yellow.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I shouldn't second guess myself. Anyway, back to the game.
4 minutes
with a ball
time.
that's white.
Like the rest.
Yeah.
Found it so funny how Siobhan, you acted like you've never played with one before.
No, I only really remember playing with them if there was snow, because obviously a white ball disappears in snow, right? Or foggy, because then you can't really see it.
Bit of a chance for Atletico, but really it's too little too late now. Only 2 minutes of extra time to go.
But such an important time to stay focused, because a normal game that's just one game, one-off league game, you concede now, it's not the end of the world. You've won the game 3-1, 3-0. Yeah, you've lost your clean sheet, but you've still won the game. You concede now in a game where you've got the second leg next week, gives them that little bit of hope, doesn't it? So this clean sheet now is vitally important.
3-0 is a completely deflating scoreline to concede.
Yeah.
3-1 with a game, bit different. So yeah, like Shiv said, it's so important for Man United to try and keep a clean sheet here. And what an amazing finish this will be if it ends like this in a minute's time. None of us predicted that it would be 3-0. Like, what a result that would be. And it just gives the team that little bit of breathing space, even though every player is like 100% focus all the time. It just sets you up.
It does, and
It was a big game on Sunday as well, in amongst it.
I was just going to say this because Sunday, facing London City Lionesses, back in league action, and then you've also then got to think about the home leg of the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. What do you think, and we're just having a look here at the picture of Mark Skinner here, what do you think is going through his mind and the rest of the coaching staff? Because this is a great position to be in, but how does he and the rest of the coaching staff keep that mentality now for the next week?
I think it's always little step by step. Everyone says that. Oh, we only take one game as it comes. But I bet if you asked him what he's thinking right now, it's how can he see out the next 40 seconds of the game. It's not London City Lionesses at the weekend. It's not Atletico next week, and it's not Chelsea the following Sunday, which is obviously a massive game. I think teams that are playing right at the top end of things, like Manchester United are, you don't have the luxury of thinking that far ahead. It's like, we've got to win this game. And not just win it like they are, but win it in such a dominant fashion, and preferably with a clean sheet. I think he'll be thinking about the next minute.
Do you know what? I think like he now has the luxury to be able to do that as well, in terms of the staff that he has around him, the medical staff, the sports science staff. They're the people that are looking at the coverage, the ground coverage, the speeds, the output that these players have given in today's game, what that then means for their performance in the next game and whether they're going to be fresh or not. And I think that gives them the luxury of saying, I'm just going to focus on the football. And that's exactly what you want your manager to be doing.
It is, and there we go then. So it is full time for Manchester United women's team. Can you believe it? What a great result this has been in Madrid. There's plenty of comments in the chat as well. We've got Mavis saying, well done, girls. Delta saying, well done. We've got plenty of love in the chat for the team. Let us know how much you enjoyed that, because we made that look so simple for us then. It was absolute job done for the girls and a clean sheet. So I have to ask then, big question. You'll have to let me know if you agree. Player of the match for you two. Who are you going to go for?
You go first.
I am going to go... Oh, I don't know. I feel really put on the spot.
That's why I said you go first.
Or Melvin Malard. Caught my eye in the second half. Could have went with a few. Could have went with foul. Could have went with some of Maya Leticia's blocks. But I'm going to go for Melvin today.
You have to pick one.
Yeah, I'm going to pick someone different just to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to go Zagiotti. I think her energy in the midfield, the way she worked box to box, obviously getting up high for the goal as well. I think she gave us a good all-round performance. But it could have gone to anyone. It was a really good team performance overall, I think.
Some great choice. I mean, do we all agree? Nodding heads, yeah? Solid choices. Let us know in the comments if you agree and let us know who your player of the match is. And as we said, there's going to be some post-match interviews for you on the app. And we will be back next week for another watch-along. We need you to be with us to show all that Manchester United love. So make sure you do that. And thank you guys for being the best audience that we've had here on this watch-along. And we'll see you very soon. Bye.